Hey there Disney Glam Fam, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Jasem, aka AwesomeJasem, and I want to thank you for clicking on this video. On this channel, we like to celebrate Disney, beauty, fashion, and lifestyle. So if you like any or all of those things, consider bippity boppity bopping that subscribe button, ring the bells of notification so you're instantaneously notified when I post something new, and please leave a big old thumbs up at the end of this video if you liked it all the way through. Now today I am so excited because we are diving in to another collaboration video. That's right, last month I hosted the Topsy-Turvy collaboration where we celebrated one of my forgotten favorites, Hunchback of Notre Dame. So in speaking to my friend Sariea about this specific project, we decided why not team up and do this every single month. So we're introducing the Forgotten Favorites, a small collaboration of an assortment of Disney YouTubers in which we come together and celebrate one of our forgotten favorite Disney films. Today we are celebrating all things Hercules.
Honey, I mean Hercules.
We are celebrating Hercules, and I decided to do a mixed media art piece. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I created this inspirational canvas with Hercules and Megara and all of this mixed media on top of it. It's going to be fun, it's going to be creative. Get your supplies out and let's get into this tutorial. All right, jumping right in, these are going to be some of the different materials that you need to create your craft. Starting out, you'll definitely need a canvas. You're going to need the silhouette of your characters. I decided to go with Meg and Herc, and make sure that you print at least 3 sheets of paper. You're also going to want an assortment of fixings in terms of fabric and paper and different mixed materials that you can use to create their specific costumes. Also, you're going to need different adhesives like Mod Podge, hot glue, rubber cement, a glue stick, whatever your preference might be, and then some other details like gems, embellishments, paints, things of that nature. Let's go ahead and get started. Taking your silhouettes, go ahead and cut each of them out precisely and attach them to your canvas with some glue stick. Once your silhouettes are attached, using some Mod Podge, apply a generous layer over each of the silhouettes so they can adhere to your canvas. Next up, we're going to be creating the tracing template for Megara's dress. So using a secondary silhouette that you've printed out, go ahead and cut out Meg's dress. Continue watching to see what I mean. Once you've created your tracing template, go ahead and use it as a stencil on your choice of fabric. Today I'm using this beautiful lavender glittery scrapbooking paper. Now make sure when you trace your template, you want to place the black side against the back of your material. That way when you flip it onto your silhouette, it will showcase in the right direction and it will not be flip-flopped. Once you have the glittery paper cut out, go ahead and attach it to your canvas. I used a thin layer of rubber cement along the back side of her dress, along with some hot glue to reinsure the attachment. All right, so next we're going to be jumping into that beautiful purple sash that we know her costume to have. So I'm just taking that stencil that I previously cut And I'm actually going to be using it to create another stencil. So I am cutting out her sash. I'm being very mindful and very careful to it, just lining it back up to make sure that it fits, and then using this beautiful purple felt fabric to create the dimensional sash that I'm going to be adding on top of the glittery lavender paper. I decided to repeat the process with the top of Megara's dress. I'm gonna go ahead and add this golden bronze gem on her dress to replicate the medallions that are usually cinching her straps. Now I felt like something was missing from the silhouette, so I took some golden metallic paper and I decided to add the ponytail embellishment that we know she rocks in the movie. Moving right along, we're going to continue the same process and steps with our favorite Wonder Boy. So with Hercules, I did want to go a little bit more elaborate. I found this beautiful thin faux leather fabric, and I'm using my stencil to trace out his armor on the fabric. All right, so at this part, I was a little annoyed because the outfit that I cut out looked like a dress. So I decided to add the pleated element that we know he has in the cartoon with just some strips of the leather. I attached it to the armor, glued it, and then trimmed off the excess. Just continue watching to see what I mean. To give his outfit just a little bit more dimension, I did take a lighter brown paint and a very thin paintbrush and painted in between the pleats. This is just going to give a shadowed look. Now repeating the same steps, go in with the cape stencil, trace it out on your choice of fabric. I'm using this beautiful royal blue glittery felt, and trace it, cut it, and attach it to your piece. Now this is really your time to get creative with your own piece. I decided to create a more realistic looking costume. I added the two pieces to his shoulders where the cape would naturally attach. So as you can see, I'm just taking a small piece of the blue felt, cutting out a rounded shape and adding it to the top. Also, you may have noticed that there is a trimming and definition of his armor. My camera cut out, but I used that yellow twine in the background of my desk along with these leather strips to create a more realistic armored look. And just like Meg, we're gonna add these golden bronze gems as the attachments of his cape. I felt it appropriate to balance out with Megara, so I decided to trace and create the gauntlets that Hercules naturally wears around his wrists. One of the final details I added was another golden bronze gem on his belt to replicate the symbol of the gods. So at this point, I go in and finesse the piece just a little bit further with the brown paint and that very thin paintbrush. I'm just adding in some shading to his armor. I was going back and forth on adding in the red headband that he wears. I was scared that it was going to mess up the piece, but ultimately I decided to jump in with some red paint and a teeny tiny paintbrush and add it. The last step that I did was take a Sharpie and define all of the edges of the silhouette. And there you have it. That is how you create your very own inspirational Hercules wall canvas art. I had so much fun putting this together for you guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I wanted to do something different, something that I haven't done on this channel yet, and I figured this would be a fun and interesting way to collaborate and share with you guys the theme of Hercules, but doing something new. Now, in essence, this to me reminded me of like those paper dolls you used to see when you were little, but this is just a much more unique and magical way to express artwork. So thank you all so much for tuning in. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know exactly what to do. Leave a big old thumbs up so I know you liked it all the way through. As always, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. Stay beautiful, but most importantly, have a magical day. Bye!